Hello. Today I want to talk about one topic that I think is very interesting to mention, and it's about soundtracks. Soundtracks is for me something very special because I really like to listen to to film soundtracks because at least the good ones, in my opinion, they have a certain element of motivation and inspiration and power and energy, which I think is which can be very helpful for a lot of people. I usually listen to soundtracks quite a lot because you know because it brings you to the parallel world of a movie really. And for example, you see a superhero movie or an action movie, and you hear a nice soundtrack to it. It brings yourself some motivation, some energy that you can, I think, use for really many useful things. Soundtracks have a special meaning to me because I bring a lot of inspiration from them in terms of motivating myself, in terms of staying positive and thinking positive. So soundtracks soundtracks can be really a powerful message in my opinion. So first, when I talk about motivation, really, you listen to a nice soundtrack, and you not feel only you're part of the movie in a way, but you think you have this special power yourself, that superhero or that your favorite character or the action hero has in that movie. So in a way, you think you can also achieve what this person is capable of. And for me, that's true. Listening to the soundtrack after I watch the movie, I usually uh, go and listen to the soundtrack for sometimes several days before I get then tired of it, because after a while you just get really tired of any music. But usually I listen to them, and it there is a connection that it brings to me to go deeper into the movie just by listening to the soundtrack. Of course, it needs to be a good soundtrack, a soundtrack that I like to listen to. It sounds good to my ears at least. But that's what I do a lot of times. So and even the movie itself can be quiet, can be even bad, but the soundtrack can be good. And I've probably watched like 5 or 10,000 movies. Really, I can say that. Yeah, probably I really have. It has to be close to 10,000. It has to be. And obviously there are a lot of good soundtracks really, and I even like them more than just real music, so to speak, in parentheses. And because soundtracks, they have this special, I don't know how you call them, intensity, and it and you have a sort of more energy by them, more you feel like mighty and positive and motivated. And I think that it works for me really well. Sometimes in the past, I used to study for exams and presentations with music, and a lot of people don't probably wouldn't do that, or they thought that was strange. But I always did that, and it helped me get a good grade, or a good result. But also when you are like you have situations to feel sad or tired or unmotivated or lack of energy, I would recommend you to listen to your favorite soundtracks because it always helps me. It always helps me personally, and I think it also helps to a lot of other people. At the same time, I have to say, watching a soundtrack, or no, not watching, and listening to a soundtrack, you also, in a way, feel being part in that movie. At least for me, and that's probably strange to say, but for me, it's like almost being part in a movie. At least the movie that I like, and that brings me extra motivation and extra positive vibes, so to speak. So this has really a lot of different meanings as soundtracks, and And I think a lot of people probably have had some sort of yeah, inspiration just by listening to your favorite soundtracks. And for me, it has a deep meaning. And for some soundtracks, I really listen to it for 1 week or so, and something comes back. Some good feeling, some positive spirit, some um, just good feeling. And that's what I draw from soundtracks. I would also like to hear from you what you think of soundtracks. I mean, do they motivate you? Do you like to listen to them, or what do you symbolize? What do you symbolize with them? Yeah, for me, um, for me, they just symbolize positive energy, basically. So I like to hear from you what soundtracks mean to you, and how you feel about them. Thank you for listening, and yeah, just give me a comment, and thanks a lot. Goodbye.